The Jin Gui Yao Lue, commonly translated as Essential Prescriptions from the Golden Cabinet, is a foundational text in the traditional Chinese medicine, one of the four classics, along with the Shenghan Lun, the Wenbing Shui, and the Huangde Neijing Su Wen Ling Shu. It was written by the physician Zhang Zhongjing at the end of the Eastern Han Dynasty, around 200 to 210 CE, and it is the oldest clinical book dedicated to internal medicine, gynecology, and miscellaneous diseases. It was originally part of a larger work called Shenghan Zabing Lun, Treatise on Cold Damage and Miscellaneous Diseases. During the Song Dynasty, it was separated and edited into the version used today. So it was obviously originally part of the Shenghan Lun and then was later separated. The text is typically organized into 25 chapters, so it is quite small, almost like a monthly issued magazine, as opposed to one of the thick texts like we see with the Shenghan Lun. But its size does not indicate its lack of significance because it is still one of the four classics and it is extremely important. And a course on it is covered in every acupuncture and Chinese medicine school, however brief. In regards to internal medicine, it covers conditions like chest pain, edema, and diabetes-like symptoms, xiaoke. In gynecology, the Jin Gui Yao Lue dedicated 3 chapters to women's health, pregnancy, and postpartum care. And in terms of emergency and dietetics, there's chapters on emergency treatments and food contraindications. It introduced the concept of differential diagnosis, linking specific symptoms to unique herbal formulas. Such as the Jingui Shenqi Wan Golden Book Pill, are still widely used by practitioners today for kidney and metabolic support. The commentary and terminology was done by Nigel Wiseman and Sabine Wilms, and it's translated as The Synopsis of Prescriptions of the Golden Chamber, translated by Lo Chi Wen, and it includes 300 modern case studies. So I would probably take a look at that as well. The original author, Zhang Zhongjing, also known as Zhang Ji, wrote the original Shenghan Zabing Lun, Treatise on Cold Damage and Miscellaneous Diseases, at the end of the Eastern Han Dynasty, and its separation during the Jin Dynasty, when the scholar Wang Shuhe separated the original work into Shenghan Lun on cold damage and what became known as the Jin Gui Yao Lue. And so the original text was lost for several centuries, but was reconstructed and reorganized by the Song Dynasty scholars under the direction of Lin Yi, who published it in the 11th century. It is known as the ancestor of all formula books and focuses on differential diagnosis and treatment, featuring 25 chapters on various illness. The earliest known printed copy produced dates back to 1340 during the Ming Dynasty, produced via woodcuts. The title itself means Essential Prescriptions of the Golden Cabinet, symbolizing the high value of the medical knowledge contained within, which was historically treated as precious gold. This 2,000-year-old classic has stood the test of time for a reason. While the Shenghan Lun teaches us the signs, symptoms, and treatments associated with the 6 confirmations, the Jin Gui Yao Lue teaches us the various presentations of each disease category. For each disease a doctor can observe, the book presents the variety of ways it can manifest. The 6 stages, which I will be making a video on in detail, or as a combination of several confirmations at the same time. For example, a patient with difficult urination can be treated very differently depending on whether they are presenting Taiyang, Shaoyang, Shaoyin, Jueyin, Yangming, Taiyin, or a combination of all the above. As such, the Jin Gui Yao Lue is an extremely practical medical manual. The remedies it offers are the most refined achievement of 6 confirmation theory. Once the practitioner understands the pathomechanism of a disease, it becomes very easy to decode the Jin Gui Yao Lue and find and utilize a formula that fits the patient. Studying the Jin Gui Yao Lue is therefore great for practitioners who want to easily conduct differential diagnosis for a variety of diseases, and it is also wonderful for classical medicine or Shenghan Lun scholars who want to go deeper into understanding the application of 6 confirmation theory. Thank you for listening. Please subscribe to my page for all my new content coming. I hope you have a wonderful day.